Hello everyone, my name is HANZZEL Charles and I'm from 3 BMMA S1/1. I'm also from Group B as well. My group consists of 5 members who are HANZZEL Charles, myself, ZHUAN, Bun Zi, SHEANG and Mohana Krisshnan Tanabang. So for this assignment purpose, we choose the PROTON X50 1.5L TGDi, which is a 3-cylinder engine. So let's look into the introduction. The PROTON X50 is the Proton's first ever B-segment SUV. The X50 is offered with two engine options in Malaysia, which is the 1.5T PFI and the 1.5 TGDi. However, both are 1.5-liter 3-cylinder unit with turbocharger coded JLH 3G15TD, jointly and co-developed by Geely and Volvo. The engine is chosen for this assignment, as I told before, is the 1.5-liter TGDi engine, which is mated to a 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. After all, this is the most advanced power plant to ever feature in a Proton and the most power dense, which can produce 177 PS at 5,500 RPM and 255 Newton meter from 1,500 to 4,000 RPM for output numbers. This engine is an inline 3-cylinder and also built with a double overhead camshaft. So this engine is designed with 12 valves where there are 4 valves in each cylinder. So this engine also produces 175 horsepower of power. This 1.5L TGDi engine has a fuel consumption of 6.4 liter per 100 km. Proton also claims that this compact SUV with the 1.5L TGDi engine can accelerate 0 to 100 km in just 7.9 seconds. Anyway, instead of having 4 cylinders, by removing one cylinder from the 4 cylinders is also super effective in cutting down weight, which is directly related to fuel consumption and also exhaust emissions. However, Proton has also incorporated with more parts into the new SUV X50 to improve the engine noise, vibration, and also the harshness. So next, let's look at the history. As we know, there are a lot of technology that goes into creating an engine which is fuel efficient, reduce emission, and also ensuring that a maximum reliable for the engine for lifetime of the engine. Okay, so as the 1.5-liter TGDi engine used in Proton X50 is co-developed by Volvo and Geely, the former having more experience with downsized turbocharging. Okay. Another testament of its reliability is the 1.9 million km of real-world testing that has been done by its developers. In addition, given the relative scale of Geely automotive global business, the new 1.5-liter turbo engine is already in service in 550,000 cars worldwide. Alright. That 1.5-liter TGDi engine also become the springboard for Proton to ramp up exports as cars fitted with the engines is compliant with regulation in major markets that require them to comply with low emission level and low CO2 figures since 2020. Right. Two, Sun Quest, the Director of Powertrain Strategy at China Aero Vehicle Technology, CEVT, it was revealed that the base engine used in the Volvo XC40 Recharge T5 is the same as in Proton X50 as well as the Geely Binyu. Right. So finally, the 1.5-liter TGDi engine, which has been worked on since March 2015, was test fired in Britain. This test fire is conducted by the Proton Chief Technical Officer Abdul Rashid Musa and also the Richardo COO David Simmons.
Good morning, sir. My name is Xian, and I will present the theory of operation for Proton S50 1.5 liter TGDi engine to improve engine operation and reduce emission. So, a three-cylinder engine basically have two main factors to reduce the emission. The first one is the reduction of frictional losses and the lighter weight of engine. So for the reduction of frictional losses, the three-cylinder engine is one cylinder less compared with normal four-cylinder engine, and thus the energy generated in the combustion chamber to overcome the friction between the piston and engine block or other resistance force in engine is lesser. So in other words, a three-cylinder engine can produce same or more power by using less fuel, and hence the emission from the engine will also reduce. So based on the fuel consumption experiment from carlist.com.my, we can see that a three-cylinder 1.5 engine of Proton S50 have a better fuel consumption compared with the Honda City with 1.5 four-cylinder engine. So as a conclusion, we can conclude that a three-cylinder engine will have a better fuel consumption and less emission. A three-cylinder engine also have a lighter weight of engine because due to the action of one cylinder, the entire engine will become more lighter and reduce the car weight also. So the engine load will also decrease and less fuel will be used, and emission from the engine also will decrease accordingly. So from the figure, we can clearly see that the size of a three-cylinder engine is much smaller compared with a normal four-cylinder engine. So a turbocharged engine such as the Proton S50 engine can help reduce the emission from engine because the exhaust gas contain a lot of unburned hydrocarbon which contain some toxic particles and greenhouse gases and etc. The turbocharged will recycle the exhaust gas to make the turbine to wheel spin and make more air to and exhaust gas to the combustion chamber. Then the unburned hydrocarbon in the exhaust gas will burn again, and this will increase the combustion efficiency and reduce the emission also. So in other words, a turbocharged engine can improve engine power and reduce emission by recycle the exhaust gas to increase the combustion efficiency of the fuel and only release the CO2 and H2O. So that is from me. Thank you.
Good morning to Dr. Hafiz. I'm ZHUAN from BMMA S1/1. Today I will be presenting this GDI. Uh, so the GDI is stand for gasoline direct injection. So the gasoline direct injection is a mixture formation system for internal combustion engines, with the injectors firing directly into the combustion chamber. It reduces the emissions and increasing the specific power output and engine efficiency. So this is the diagram of the GDI system. So this is the fuel injector that will inject the petrol directly to the combustion chamber. As you can see, it will bring more accurate control on volume and timing. Thus, it will bring more horsepower and reduce emission in engine capacity. That's all from me. Thank you.
So good morning. My name is Krisshnan from BMMA S1/1. So I'm going to present about my engine assignment, advantage and disadvantage. Okay, so advantage and disadvantage about three-cylinder engine. It is optimized for emission by reducing frictional loss and lightweight due to the absence of less cylinder and also cost reduction in material. So advantage of turbocharged engine are greater power density and reduced emission. Advantages of TGDi system, as known as the turbocharged gasoline direct injection, it can produce more power using less fuel for reducing emission. So let's proceed about the disadvantage of three-cylinders engine. It causes more vibration due to absence of one cylinder in the power stroke, and it is not refined by making more noises in the engine. So this disadvantage of turbocharged engine are turbo lag. They are costly on maintenance to make it reliable. So disadvantage of TGI systems. Last one is it is directly injected in the combustion chamber layer for carbon deposit on the intake valve. So thank you. So
Hi sir, my name is Mohana Krisshnan, son of Thanabal. I am from BMMA section 1 group 1. For the assignment I am group B. Now I want to explain the opinion on the technology for the near future. My opinion to the Proton X50 1.5 liter TGDi engine can reduce emission because it is a 3-cylinder engine and is much less fuel compared to 4-cylinder engine. This is because the two prime factors. First, reduce frictional losses and the lighter weight. Since there is one cylinder less the engine, no need to more fuel to combustion system. By this, the emission be less than 4-cylinder engine. And then the second opinion is the turbocharger engine like Proton X70 also is a further to reduce engine emission. This is because exhaust gas contain a lot of unburned hydrocarbon, which is contain some toxic particle is affect to greenhouse and extra. Then the improvement that should be done on the selected technology is we can add air injection system. The air injection system is air into the engine exhaust port to give oxygen, allowing unburned and particle burn hydrocarbon in the exhaust to complete their combustion. When an engine is started from a cold start, air injection is now employable to support catalyzer convert oxygen reaction to reduce emission. The second improvement that we can done to less the emission this the SCR system. The SCR system is selective catalyzer reduction system. This system is oxygen rich exhaust stream like those found in engine. He's combined a metallic or ceramic wash coated clutch substrate and a homologen extract catalyzer and chemical reduction to reduce nitrogen oxide molecule and the oxygen. And aqueous urea solution is usually to favorite reductant in mobile sources application. The reduction ammonia is formed urea decompose in exhaust and due the heat decompression. In some mobile source retrofit application ammonia as we employ it as reductant. By this we can less the emission. That's also. Thank you.